Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to video 81. No, 82. 82. Yeah, this is the Carnage video. The what happened to the poor Slash and numerous other problems we had during the Memorial Day weekend. We had 4 days of RC fun, and we actually accomplished some other things while we were doing that. Put up this beautiful pegboard wall. Check this bad boy out. Jimmy and me did this with his expertise. We got this shit level, lined up, straight. Threw some crap up on there because before it was there was a crawl space back there. It's nasty back there. Cats like to go back there. Don't want the cats back there. So finally got around to putting this up, so you guys ain't gotta look at that cardboard no more. All right, cool. Jimmy came down on Friday. So we had Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday RC. We had two 4S LIPOs, 5 3S LIPOs, and 8 2S LIPOs, and 3 battery chargers running at all times. So I got like 8 hours or 8 or 12 hours of videos. I got 2 memory cards full of the crap. So you ain't gonna get to see all that shit. We'll take the good stuff out, and the rest of it will be deleted. I would have put them out sooner, but the computer broke too, so I had to go get a new computer. There was $678 down to computer pooperoni. But anyway, this video is about the Carnage, so we'll start off with what happened. Well, we lost this. Jimmy lost this in one of his vehicles, so we had to replace that with another one. One of the SCT's rear bumpers brackets broke, so we had to install that. One of the SCT's drive shafts broke. Right there, you can see where that crap just snap-a-rootied right off. And that was it for those. And then we had some battery damage. This one, corner broke out of, but in its defense, the case was already cracked. I had fixed it a while back ago. But other than that, none of the batteries puffed. All the batteries are still good. Everything cool. And then we had this battery. This is one of the newer ones, the 4S's I just purchased. And we got that. And that's from riding inside of here and this thing rubbing up against it. Damn near cut it down to the battery. So I gobbed it up with some silicone and called it a day. Alright. So let's continue on with the Slash. What happened was we ran this a bunch of times, and I ran it through some wet grass and then dirt and then wet grass, and it just had crap stuck on it, so I rinsed it off. And my dumbass forgot that the RX-8 is not waterproof. So we had issues. So I had to take this apart, pull the circuit board off, blow it all out. Circuit board pops right off, the bottom circuit board. It's just plugged in, it's not soldered. Pulled that out, blew all the water out, and then it worked again. But when I had it apart, I was checking things, and there was a lot of drag in the drive line. So since we already had everything out, let's continue on. So we pulled this out, and if you look at this, is the cap that goes on right there. And if you look at it, it's all warped. So the gears were trying to come out or something. And when it did that, because this part goes in here, supposedly like that, it was just all warped and rubbing on that. So that 4S was just a little too much for it. So in order to fix this, I have to replace that. So I had 3 options. I could just go ahead and buy another one of these for 25-30 bucks, put that in and hope it didn't happen again. Or for 28 bucks, I could have bought a Chinese diff case, which would be this part and that part and nothing else. And then I'd still have to, I think these gears are all ate up too. I haven't pulled them out yet, but you can see all kinds of gear snot up in there. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's part of the plastic or what that crap is. But anyway, so that was option number 2, the aluminum China case. Or option number 3 was the most expensive at 70 bucks, was a TRAXXAS aluminum diff with the steel spur gear, gears, case, everything, shaft, the complete kit and caboodle. So I went with that. Option 3. Spent the 70 bucks. I figured, well, this thing isn't going to melt. The whole thing's aluminum or steel. So well, this thing's got to go. It ain't working. But one of the other problems I had was this wheel. It was not turning very good. Not at all. Come to find out, these 2 bearings are seized. This one, which is the one that goes back here, and this front one, which goes right in there on the hub. And both these are seized. They won't even spin anymore, so I had to replace those. And I found that this thing, which connects to this, which connects to this wasn't tight. It was loose. It wasn't spinning, but it was moving back and forth. And what else? Oh, if you listen, you hear that? Now let's do this one. I got to set you down. You ain't hearing that dry ass bearing with no life left in it? Well, that means I got to pull the front end off and find which bearing is making all that noise. Alright, got the rear diff apart. I think I found the bad bearing. I mean the front diff apart. Rear was fine. Front one was making all that noise. Which one I found was there's 2 bearings that go in here, one on this side and one on the inside. And this is the one I found is bad. And the way you check a bearing is find something. I use this pin. Fits on there perfect, and then you can spin it. You can feel it. It's all dry in there. Plus it's got a lot of wobble. So yeah, that one's shut. This is the other one that was in there. This one ain't got as much wobble. And it's nice and smooth. You can feel there's some oil or grease in there. Alright, so I'll replace the one bearing there. Still got to check these. They feel alright. They feel kind of dry though. That ain't bad. The diff feels smooth. So there's still oil in there. I didn't tear that up. Alright, so that solves that problem. The mystery. Alright. Alright, all back together. Let's see what it sounds like now. A lot better. Alright, all fixed on the front end. Just gotta wait for that diff to get here. Alright. So, the 4S experience was not that good. Oh, the motor. You can see that got ate up. And that was, a lot of that was from before I put the 15 tooth in there, because the 13, it was real close, because this thing was loose. So it was jiggling around. And it cut a nice little hole in my brand new Deacon 2650. And I was wondering why this thing was getting hot. It shouldn't have got hot. Not, hell, this little 6-pound RC, this thing's rated at 15 pounds, I think. It was getting hot. It was because everything was bound up. Everything, it just powered through the binding. But other than that, the Techno drive system, I'm seeing no wear whatsoever. Just some flash rust. A lot of flash rust. I hate that. And so, other than that, that was the carnage for 4 days. So I will be posting more videos. We'll see once how things worked out, how things ran. We ran everything. We ran both the big ones. And then we ran that one, the Slash, and that one. Then I pulled the ESC out of that one and gave it to Jimmy to make up for the bad one. And then we ran Jimmy's vehicles. So we ran a shitload of vehicles and went through a ton of battery packs. I mean, there was 3 chargers running. Keep them going. All right, so next video we'll show some more driving and all that. All right, out here.